Hello everyone, it's Cherie here today. I'm going to be making another project using the Jane kit from Felicity Jane. And I thought today I'd just grab out some of my scraps of paper. This is going to be a traveller's notebook spread, so I don't need too many bits and pieces, but I thought I'd use this paper because it's a nice subtle yellow pattern and won't clash with my photos. So I've got my photos here printed out. I'm also using one of the cut apart cards out of the kit. I've got some washi, some of the little stars, a couple of labels and a little heart, and I've already gone ahead and printed out the journaling that I'd like to include, and I've cut those pieces down to size so that they'll fit nicely inside my traveller's notebook. I've also got various stamps from Felicity Jane. This one here is from the Jane kit, but I've also got this set here called Today and the Felicity stamps as well. So I'm selecting a few different stamps out of those three sets, and I'm hoping to use those on my spread as well. So I'll get started and put you on fast forward. Okay, so first up I'm going to add some pattern paper to both sides of this spread. So I'm just positioning that journaling that I printed out into the traveller's notebook so that I can line it up properly and make sure I get that pattern paper in the right place. And I've just used a bit of double-sided tape to secure that. I've got another scrap of paper on that other side that'll go under my photo. So I've just used my photo as a guide as to where to stick that down. And on it goes. So I'm going to grab my sewing machine now and just run a line of stitching along each piece of pattern paper so that there's a bit of stitching on each side of the spread. Okay, and I'll trim those ends off. Okay, so now it's time to start adding more bits and pieces to these pages. So I've got my photo going on the right hand side there, and that'll just slip in under that journaling. So a bit of double-sided tape and that'll go on. I've also got a half label from a previous layout that I did, so I'm just going to pop that under the side of that photo there. And I've got a little yellow heart too from the cut apart sheet, so that's going to go on there, and some little cardstock stars as well from the Jane kit. I'm just going to use a glue dot to stick that one into place. Okay, so for the other side I'm going to back my main photo with a journaling card from the 12 by 12 cut apart sheet, and this is because I want that photo to flip, and at first I actually stick it on wrong. So I've just pulled that apart, make sure I get it in the right spot this time. Oop, having a bit of trouble there. I know I'll get this eventually. Here we go. And we've got it the right way this time. So I'm just going to trim off that little bit extra that was poking out the side there, and that's ready to go onto the page. So I'm going to secure that with a piece of washi from those washi strips there, and that will allow my photo to flip up nicely. And then I'll flip it up and add a little bit of washi on the other side as well. There we go. So I do have another photo I'm going to put under that flip up photo later, and you'll see that a bit later on. So I've got this label from the cut apart sheet that I've just folded in half, and I'm stapling that onto the side of the photo, so that acts as like a little tab so you can flip the photo up and down. Alright, so I'm doing a bit of stamping now. So underneath that food photo there's this little box and the word amazing, and they are from the Felicity stamp set. Really love that. And the Felicity Jane stamps always stamp so beautifully onto the paper too. Now above that I've got the words out and about, and that's from the, I think I said at the beginning it's the Today set, but it's actually the Tuesday stamp set in the Felicity Jane store. Now under my photo on the left hand side I've got that little string of hearts banner, and that's in the Jane stamp set. Above my photo I've got the word Today, and that's also from that Tuesday stamp set. So I'm just going to pop that above the photo there. And underneath I've got the words My Happy, and that one is also from the Tuesday stamp set. So just stamping that one there. Then I found an XO stamp. I think it's a Kiki Case roller stamp that I had in my stash, and since it went with the Valentine's Day theme, I've popped that under there too. And my date is going up next to the word today. So there we go, that's a stamping done. So in goes my screenshot of the text that we sent each other that day. So that pops under there. And to finish it off, I'm going to add a couple more of those cardstock stars. So more little glue dots, and on they go. So now it's time to add those pages into my traveller's notebook, and my spread will be complete. So I just want to say thank you everyone who's been subscribing to my channel. I hope you're enjoying my videos, and I'll be back very soon with another project to share. Bye for now.